Hello guys, welcome back to Silence Studios once again. This is your man Detty, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to download, install and use my advanced Detty retouching pack. So without wasting much time, let's jump in. Alright, so after clicking the link on my Instagram page, it will bring you to a new site whereby I keep all my links here. So there's a link to my portfolio, one of my YouTube videos and my YouTube channel as well, and also my digital store. So this is where you'll be clicking today. So you click on this and it will lead you to my digital store whereby you're going to purchase the free retouching action. Yes, so let's wait for it to load, and then you select this. You can change it to the currency you want. I'm in Ghana, so this is Ghana cedis, this is Naira, the Nigerian currency, this is the dollars, the euro, and so on and so forth. So let's click this, and then you can read the description, and also this is the title or the product name, Advanced Detty Retouching Pack. So the description says this advanced retouching pack will aid or enhance you in your retouching and photo editing skills. Follow me on Instagram for more updates. Yes, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to get more updates. I'm going to come up with more actions that are going to enhance your workflow. And also stay tuned for more special packs. And don't forget to share my digital link to other photographers and friends. Hashtag keep creating. So there are a series of images of the retouching pack. Yes, it will load right away. So now we can proceed to purchasing this action pack. So you just click on get now. Remember, it's free. Yes, it's not for sale, it's free. So you just click on get now and then input in your necessary details. So your contact information is name. You can put in your name and also your email. So for example, I put in Detty photography, my email, and remember it's free, total is 0, and then you click on continue. And you wait for it to load for a couple of seconds or minutes, and then it's going to take us to our receipt. Yeah, so this is the name that I use. So if you use your name, you're going to have it here, whether it was Isaac, it was Josephine, it was whatever. Yeah, so hi Detty photography, thanks for your purchase. Here's your receipt, reference code, date that you bought it or date that you purchased my retouching action. And also this is where you get to download the main file. Yes, so you quickly click on this and then it's going to download for you. Yes, so after downloading, you move into Photoshop and then I'll show you guys how to install it. Alright, so we are now in Photoshop and let's get started. So firstly, let's install our action and then let's proceed. So if you don't have your action bar here, move to your window toolbar up here and then select actions. After that, you click on this small button here and then look for load actions, and then move to your directory folder where you place your downloaded file. So this is mine, and then I'm going to load it. And let's select the button mode to see everything here. So let me expand this panel a little so you can see what's going on. Okay, this is good. Onto the two-way. Okay, so firstly, let's tackle the remove blemishes action. So with this, it creates an empty layer for you whereby your blemishes are going to be in. Yes, and it automatically select the spot healing brush tool for you. Yes, so when working on empty layer, you have to select the sample all layers for the action to take place. So you just have to reduce on your brush and then take things up patiently. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just moving it roughly, just doing a roughly work. Okay, so this is just a sample with the before and after. Alright, and the second one says stamp visible. So for the stamp visible, it's like you are merging all your layers into one layer, but you still have the edited layers below. Yes, it's not like merging everything whereby you cannot go back and do any changes. So let's click on this stamp visible action, and it creates a new layer for us, whereby if I delete this, I still have it. You get it? Yeah. So let's move to the next one. The next one says frequency separation 8-bit. The reason why it's 8-bit because every image comes with a different bit. So we have 8-bit and 16-bit. So if you check the edge of this image file, it is 8-bit. Yes. If it's 16, you have to use the 16-bit frequency separation. So this is 8-bit. Let's give it a try and then see how it works. So when you play the action, it's going to pop up a dialog whereby you have to input the radius for your photo. So with this, I'm just going to use a normal, let me keep it at 5. I think 6 will work. And then you leave it for it to play. Yes, it also automatically select the mixer brush for you with all your settings up here. Yes, I'm not here to teach anyone how to retouch. Maybe we might tackle that in my future videos. I just want to show you guys how the action works. So this action creates an empty layer for you named color correction. Yes, it's optional. Some people retouch on the frequency, the low frequency layer, and some people also do it in an empty layer. But I prefer the empty layer because of mistakes. You might mix a color, or you might mix a tone. So you just have to go for eraser and then clean it and then redo only that part. But when you are retouching on this low frequency layer, you have to delete everything and then start all over, which might delay you in your workflow. So when using the empty layer, you just have to turn on the sample all layers and then turn off the high frequency layer, and then you start brushing. I'm just going to do a roughy retouch here, just for you to see how the action works. So a couple more strokes and then I'm done. I'm just tackling the forehead. I wish this video won't be long, since you are tackling 20 massive actions. Yeah, so I think I'm done, and let's turn it back on. Yes, so the before and the after. Yes, you can see what this action is doing. So let me enhance this retouching. Put my Gaussian blur. Okay, so this is the before and after for the frequency separation 8-bit. Same as applies for the 16-bit also. So now let's move on. Okay, so I have a retouch image of this particular image too, which is here. This is where we are going to tackle our dodge and bend. So with the dodge and bend, I have 4 massive or 4 exclusive dodge and bend actions, which you might love them. Yes, no, you probably love them. Yes. So let's tackle the first one, which states global dodge and bend. So we click on it and then wait for it to load, and then it also automatically selects your brush tool for you, and then you input a flow of 2 normally works for me. Yes, but I don't know which one that's going to work for your image. And you make sure your foreground color is on white because our layer mask is on black. This action also comes with a visual aid that will enable you to know where to dodge and where to bend. So let's dodge on the nose. I'm just doing a roughy work. and then you turn off the visual aid, and let's see the before and after. Before and after. Before and after. You can see it has added depth to our image. Yeah, so let me delete this and then let's move to the next one, which states dodge and bend on one layer. Yes, so with this dodge and bend, your dodge and your bend are going to be on the same layer, which means if you reduce the opacity, it's going to affect both the dodge and the bend. Yes, so sometimes, you know, the more you use layers, the more Photoshop consumes your storage. But sometimes I prefer using this, but it comes with an advantage and disadvantage, which I've stated earlier. So with this, if you want to dodge, you make sure your foreground color is on white, and if you want to bend, make sure it's on black. So this is how it works. A couple of strokes and then you are done. If I want to bend, I make sure I select black, increase on my brush, and then I don't want to make this video long, but for the sake for you to understand this action, yeah. So this is the before and after. Before and after. If you reduce the opacity of this, it's going to affect both the dodge and the bend. Yeah, both the dodge and the bend. So it's up to you, the one you want to choose. So now let's move to our next one, which states massive dodge and bend. With this massive dodge and bend, it's more or less like the second one we tackled, which is the dodge and bend on one layer. But this time around, it gives you a dodge separate layer and a bend separate layer. So when you want to reduce your bend layer, you can do that and maintain the dodge. Yes. So let's give it a review and see. Yes. So this is how it is. So you have the dodge separately and the bend separately, and then you do your brushing. So with this one too, if you want to dodge, make sure foreground color is on white, and if you want to bend, make sure it's on black. Yes, so that's how it works. Now let's move to the auto dodge and bend. Sometimes, especially for outdoor shoots, yes, I use the auto dodge and bend. Yes, it works really fast, and you can choose to manipulate it too. Yes, so let's wait for it to load. And these are auto dodge and bend. You can see auto dodge and bend. So if you don't want it to apply on some part of the image, you just have to invert your mask and then go for your brush to increase on the flow this time around, and then you just have to brush on where you want to apply. You can choose to leave it that way, but since you don't want to apply it on different parts of the image, that's why we've maxed it. So this is how it works. This is the outcome. So before and after. Yes. So I'll delete this and then we move to the next one. The next one says eye and teeth whitening. Yes. So for the eye and teeth whitening, I have two actions for that. The first one comes with a little of bluish effect on it, and the other one comes with no bluish effect, which has this gray look. Yes, it has a gray look. So let's click on the first one and let's see how it works. So with this, it also selects your brush automatically for you, so no need for you clicking on your brush. I can say this action is more or less like a panel. Yes, so it's going to let you speed up your workflow. Yes, so let me just do something rough here. This is how it works, the before and after. So you can see you have this bluish look on the eye. Yes, so let's try the second one too and see massive eye and teeth whitening. Yes, please don't forget to follow me on my Instagram page for more updates, and also subscribe to this channel too as well. Okay, so same procedure. Let's brush. When brushing, you know when you're on the black layer mask, use a white foreground color. So let's proceed. I'm done. So when you zoom out, you're going to see the first one is I can say the first one is best, yes, and this is also best, but it depends on you, the one you want to use. Yes, so the first one had the bluish look and this has the gray look. So let's delete this and then move to the next action, which says glow skin. For the glow skin, if you have more highlights, that's where it's perfectly work for you. So let's click on this. I can see this image doesn't have much glow. It's only on the nose and some part of the lips and the forehead. So with this, you just have to go for your brush, and it also automatically selects your brush for you as well. Yeah, so increase on your brush, make sure your foreground color is on white, and then brush on where you want to glow. So on the nose, to look here, maybe on the lips too as well. Sometimes on the eye, but I can't see any highlights on this eye. So after doing that, come to your effects panel down here and then select blending option. This is where you are going to blend the effect to the skin. Yes, this doesn't look good. Yeah, so you come down here and then tackle the underlaying layer. So you're going to drag this all the way to your right and also let this follow until you are seeing it fading. Yes, every image and how this works. Yes, you can have an image whereby you're going to take this way backwards, same as the other one, but for this image I think I'll keep it this way. Yes, and then later we reduce on the opacity. Yes, so you can see it has added glow to our portrait or our model skin. You can also add more opacity. You can lower the opacity and see through what works for you. Yeah, so now let's delete this. Let's move to the next one, which says add skin texture. So sometimes after retouching, you might realize you have some parts to be blurry. Yes, so you can use this action to sharpen that part. So you're going to add texture, which is noise, a little of noise to your image. Yes, you can decide to place or allow the action or allow the effect to be placed on the whole image, or you can max it. Yes, so if I want it to apply on the whole image, I have to invert the selection and then it's on every part of the image. Yes, this is it. After, before, after, and before. So right now I just want to apply it on a particular area, so I have to invert it to black. It also selects your brush tool for you and then select a white foreground color. Then maybe I want to add texture to this side. I just have to brush. Yes, this is the effect. This is it. Nothing stressful. So let's move to the next one, which says smart sharpening. Yes, it's similar to the add skin texture. Maybe you've lost focus on your portrait or on your image, you want to sharpen your image. No need for you going to all those processes. Just have to click on smart sharpening. It also comes with a note or a message to give you an awareness. Yes, and it states that this action might take a bit longer depending on the performance of your system. Yes, so if you have maybe a low or if your system has a low performance process, it might take a bit longer, which might delay in your workflow. So you can use the add skin texture, but sake of this tutorial I want to tackle this action so that you can know how it works. So when you press on continue, it's going to give you this small dialog here whereby you can regulate the amount of sharpening you want on your image. Yes, I can say this is really sharpened. Yes, all details are intact. Yes, so if you are satisfied with the result, you just have to click on OK. This retouching has no dodge and bend. Yes, so you can see her cheeks are flattening, all those stuff. Yes, so you have to wait for it to load. That's why if your PC have a low performance process, it's going to take a bit longer. So this also comes with a layer mask if you want to invert it and then apply it to a different part. Yes, so now our whole image has been sharpened, including the hair and everything in this canvas. So you can see the before and then after. Yes, so that's how this also works. Delete that one and then move to the next one, which says brighten up. So with the brighten up doesn't work for images like this. It normally works for outdoor images. So let me take this for example and then click on brighten up and wait for it to load. Yes, so brighten up gives you more color or more brightness to the image. You can see the before and after. Let's give this let's try the eye and teeth whitening on this image too as well. Yes, wait for it to load. Select your brush, zoom in and then go do your work. When doing your eye and teeth whitening, make sure you don't brush on the gum. Yes, it looks weird. How can a gum be white? Yes, gums are supposed to be reddish in color or has this meat color. So you just have to brush gently. So you see this has a bluish effect, as I said earlier, more or less than the second one. The second one has a gray look. So you can see the before and after of our effect. Yes. So now let's move to the next action, which says matte color grade. Yes, matte or matte. Yes, so sometimes this cinematic color grade, they add matte color effect on it, which brings up the shadows. And so you click on it and then see what it gives you. So you can see it has raised up all shadows in the image. All the shadow areas are being visible. Yes, so when you have a cinematic color grade, you can apply this to make it look good. We'll tackle this again when I move to the next image. So let's move to the next action, which says shine hair. So with shine hair, sometimes you want to shine some part of your hair and then bend some part of the hair. So it's more or less like the dodge and bend. So let's click it and see how it goes. Wait for it to play. And it also selects your brush for you so as you don't waste much time. So you just play the action and then you are good to go. So increase on the brush size. Maybe I want to shine the highlight of this hair. So I reduced on my flow to about 5. This time around I'm using 5 because I want the effect to pop out on it very more. So let's brush on it. Some part I think I want to shine. Yes, I want to shine the hair and then bend the hair, some part of the hair. So do same for this. This is the bend here, so maybe I want to bend this side. Yes, it's more or less like dodge and bending. So maybe you want to bend this side of the hair. Let's see the before and after. Before, after, before, after, before, after. You can see the effect is really showing. Before, after. Yes. So this is how this action also works. So if you have a photo whereby there's more highlight on the hair, you can use this action. Now let's move to the next one, which says blue in shadows. So sometimes after color grading, you want to add a base bluish look into your shadows. This action is there for you. So this is how it also works. This action or this effect move to the shadow straight forward. Yes, they only affect the shadows. So if you think it's more, you just have to reduce on the opacity, and then you have your work done. So now let's move to the next, which says save for web. So as I said earlier, this action is more or less like a panel. So sometimes after doing all those processes, color grading, retouching, dodge and bend, and you are done and you want to save your work, no need for you going through a whole lot of process, export, clicking. It's a whole lot of process, yes, which might save just some millisecond of your time. Yes, so you just have to click on the save for web and it's going to load, and then input your settings of how you want your output to become and everything, your quality. I personally put mine on by cubic sharper, quality on 70, because I don't want Instagram to reduce on the quality for me. Yes, I'm also going to tackle that in my future videos, how to export files for Instagram and so on. So you just wait for it to load and then you save. Yes, so zoom out and then you are good to go. But there's a tip I want to show you guys on this action. If you've done all these processes, Photoshop saves these details or this output exporting always for you. So once you open the save for web, it's already there. So yours is just to press on save. So for us not going through all those processes again, you have to toggle one eye on the action, which will just save it into your directory folder. Yes, which I'll be showing you guys. So by mistake, I also click on the save for web again. I think I'll wait for it to load and then cancel it. Yes. So to do what I'm saying, I have to come back here and click on button mode, open the save for web action, and then turn off this. Yes, if you turn it off, it will tell you that the state, it will give you just a message up here saying this will toggle the state of all dialogues in the action. It is not undoable. So when you click on save for web again, it's going to be saved in wherever you place your exported files. Yes, so let's move to the next one. The next one says blue black color grade. Yes, so with the blue black color grade, sometimes after doing all your color grading, you want this bluish look. It's more or less like the blue in shadows, but this is a blue black color grading. So let's try it on this image. It also comes with a message saying reduce opacity if effect is excessive or too much. Yes, which is something you don't need to be told. If you think the action is too much, you just have to reduce on the opacity and then you're good to go. So this is how this also works. Yes, and you can see it comes out very, very good. Now let me delete this and then tackle the next one, which says lighten up shadows. So if you have a dull image such as this image right here, all these images are images I got from pixels.com. Yes, and for the first one, it's from an image I got from Detty Studios some months ago. Yes, so now let's tackle the next action, which says lighten up shadows. So you can see this image has been underexposed. Yes, there's no lighting on this image. All lighting are very dull. So for you not going to camera raw and all those stuff, you can just give it one click and then it gives you that magic. It has been inverted because maybe you don't want it to apply on all parts of the image, maybe on this particular side of the image. And if you want it to apply on all parts of the image, you just have to reinvert it again. So Control I and then invert it. And this is where the brighten up works for us. So you can add up the brighten up to give you that contrast. So click on it. And this is the magic. So you see, with these two actions, you can color correct your image. Yes, so before and after. Before and after. Okay, so now let's move to the grayscaler. So this is where this action also or let me say, this is my favorite action in all in terms of the color grading. Yes, let me open up one image to show you guys how this action works. Okay, I think I'll use this same image, then lighten up shadows. So you see, this action is a whole benefit to you. So now I want to apply the grayscaler grade on this. So with the grayscaler grade action, anything greenish or yellowish in your image is going to be killed or it's going to be off. So click on it and wait for it to load. And there I have it. Yes, you can see if you have a color grading like this, you're going to be happy with just a single click. Yes, let me open up more images so as you can know how this action works. So I think this, I'll open about 2 to 3 images so as you can know how this effect works. And then we apply the effect on it. And I'm sure you are also going to love it. Same way I also like it. Yeah, with just a single click you can color grade your image. So let's try it on this and let's see the outcome. Grayscaler. Yes, so with just a single click you've color graded an image with no stress, and there you go. Come here again, click on the action, grayscaler grade. With no stress, you've color graded this image too with just a single click. With this image too, let's try it. With just a single click, you've color graded this image. You've given it that cinematic look. Yes. Okay, so let's move to the last action. Let me close up these images. So with the last action, it says convert logo to brush. So after doing your photo editing, you by all means put up your logo on your image. So no need for you going back to a folder and then bringing up your logo, resizing it. It's a whole lot of stress. So I'm going to show you how to convert it to a logo, your logo to a brush, so that you can just select your brush and then place it on it. So to convert your logo to a brush, you just have to open a new workspace with any size. Yes, depending on what you want. So with this, I'm going with the 6 by 6 inches, which is the social media post size. So with this, you just have to bring in your logo and make sure your logo is in a black form, yes, so as to get everything fully. And if you want more pixels in your brush, you don't want to have a low pixels brush, you just have to increase the size of the logo to fully fit the canvas. Yes, and then make sure it's centered aligned. Yes, and then after that, make sure you have 2 layers here before the action can work. Yes, so you click on convert logo to brush. It's going to give you a message, as I said earlier. Logo should be fully black to ensure full opacity of the brush. Yes, so if your logo is colored, Photoshop calculations might see it in a different way, and you might not have a fully opaque logo. Yes, you might have faded logo. Yes, so you click on continue, and then it has already been created for you. All you have to do is name your brush. So I want to name this Detty brush, and then you click on it. It's also going to give you a test layer to confirm your brush has been created and you like how it has been. So we turn off this and then reduce, then change your color to black, and then just give it one click. So assuming I have this image which I'm done editing, I think this is good, and then I have to place my logo on it. No need for me going back into my folder, bringing up my logo, resizing it. Just select your brush, come down here, it's in here for you, git K brush, select it, reduce on the size, and then change the color to white, and then you just give it a single click, and there you have it. Your logo has been placed on the image. Yes, you can change the color to as well again, give it a black one. Yes, but make sure doing this you have to create a new layer. Yeah, you have to create a new layer so that you can move the logo to anywhere you want it. So assuming I want to move this logo here, yes, assuming I did it on the background, I cannot move it. It has been stacked up with the background. You see, yes, could not use the move tool because the layer is locked. Yes, and even if I unlock this layer, it's going to take up all the image. Yes, so let's undo that, and let's select our layer here. So you can move it to any part of the canvas or your image. So I think I'm done with going through with the action. I guess this will be of help to you. So this is what I have for you guys today. I'll be coming with massive videos, so please kindly stay tuned and also subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so as you get notified when I put up any video on my channel. It's going to benefit you, it's going to benefit me, so as you don't miss out on any content I put on my channel. And also don't forget to share this to your friends or other photographers, yes, who are interested in using my action. And please, if you have any challenges or if you have any review, if you have any comment, please put it down below. And also I'm going to leave the link to download this action in the description below, so you can also benefit from this. Yes, and please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll also follow back, yes, so as you can both grow on the Instagram site. Okay, so see you next time. Peace out.